Alright, hello, this is Perrin again. Alright, what this video is simply directions on how you can get started if you're interested in getting started today. Now, by now you should have already watched the webinar, but if you have not watched the complete webinar, make sure you watch it all the way through. Alright, and then please go view testimonials. That way you see the money's real here. You see the income potential here, as long as you go out and duplicate what we're doing with a proven system. And lastly, understand I give you multiple ways to contact me. Alright, whether you fill out my contact form or you call me directly on my US phone number or try to connect with me on Skype if you want to get on there and chat or do a video conference with me. Alright, simply all you would have to do is just call that 800 number that's on the webinar page, follow the directions provided, leave your information, and I will follow up with you directly, or one of my teammates will, to tell you how to get started. Make sure you understand the 48-hour bonus that you have if you decide to lock in within that time frame. Okay, once we get your money, right, depending on how they decide to receive it. For example, I accept cashier's check or direct deposit. Now, once we get your money, we'll get you activated into the system and then locked into our team training site, so you can get your system set up and get out there and start advertising. Now that brings me to my next point. We need to talk about how the system's driven, because as I've mentioned before, the last thing I need for you to do is vest yourself into a system that you cannot afford to drive. Understand that this system is driven with automation. Alright, the way it works is we use automation and paid advertising, okay, supplemented by free advertising and offline marketing, to go out there and invite people to come check out the webinar. And then the webinar does all the selling and telling, the system converts them, and then they call us directly when they're ready to get started. There's no chasing people here. People come to us and they let themselves be known when they're ready to get started. Okay, but in order to do that, you have to be advertising out there the correct way. Now, this is a top tier business and you get what you pay for. Understand, in order to drive this business, like I said, you're going to have some tools in place, and you're going to have to invest in yourself and your business and put it out there with paid advertising. So let's talk about the cost of this program. Understand that even though there's no monthly membership fees in this program, there is a yearly admin fee. Okay, and it is $247. This is for them to maintain the sites, alright, the system, the tools, so you can go out there and use their system to promote. Okay. Next, you're going to need an autoresponder. Okay. Now, we recommend Traffic Wave. This is what I recommend. Okay. Now, my mentor and business partner, he uses Aweber. I don't recommend Aweber just because it gets more expensive the bigger your list gets. Alright, for $18 a month with Traffic Wave, you're going to have the same deliverability, you're going to have the same tools, if not more tools, but you have unlimited list size and unlimited subscribers for one flat rate. That's $18 a month. Now, as you get your system set up, you can share Traffic Wave with your other business partners that join you in this, and this is going to create you an additional residual income stream as well. So not only are we going to allow you to earn on the front end with your big ticket item, but we're also over time going to allow you to build a residual income stream off the tools that you use to grow your business. Okay, understand the mindset. Now, when you get into this, at the very minimum, you're going to have to invest into the phone broadcasting tools, because that is primarily the first method that we teach to drive this. Now, my mentor and business partner, he has tools that he uses. Alright, you can invest into them for a one-time price, and he can give you a discount on those from what I'm tracking. It's going to cost you about $200 one time, or you can use the ones that I use, which are more powerful, but it's going to cost you $497 one time and then $97 a month after that. Choose what you want to use, but you're going to need them regardless, whether you use my mentors or mine. Now, if you use mine, understand that this is going to be a back-end like I said, income stream for you as well. You're making $400 up front and then $50 residual. And if you want to take it even a step further, they have a program set up where they have their own call center where they will generate the leads and calls. People will call you, and if you close a sale, you're making, like I said, $400 up front and $50 residual, which is a nice little extra income stream for you that really doesn't require any effort on your part because, like I said, they generate the leads, they call you, you close them, and you make money. It's all about making money off the tools that you're already using. Okay. Now, like I said, even though we drive this with both free and paid advertising methods, you're going to see most results the fastest using paid advertising. All right, so like I said, we already use phone broadcasting. We mentioned that. Offline advertising, such as postcard advertising or magazine advertising. All right, online, we teach you how to use safe lists, traffic exchanges. All right, cashback advertising networks, solo ads, CPC, media buys. All right, all this is paid advertising. You may be nervous about using paid advertising because you think it's expensive, but understand one sell here will cover your cost for advertising the entire month. Okay, the mindset is you want to take at least 20% of whatever you're making for every sell, and you want to invest back into your business in the form of paid advertising. And yes, we're also going to teach you free advertising methods that you can use that are driven by automation, such as automation on Facebook, Twitter, all right, how to capitalize off of YouTube training and videos to get those free leads and free sales. All right, so it's a complete package to basically teach you how you need to be advertising online. Now, starting off, I would highly recommend that you have at least $100 a month starting off for your advertising budget, and then you could scale this up over time. All right, you're going to have money to buy minutes for your phone broadcasting tool. You could start small. All right, advertising out there on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. I have automation tools I can recommend for that are one-time costs that work very well. All right, and as you start making money, you can scale up into more expensive and effective forms of advertising. Your whole mindset here is to go out there and say, hey, look, I want to make one sale a month. Often cases you can do more than that. But just one sale a month here, like I said, is going to create you the kind of income if you're invested at the higher levels, which I recommend, at least the $3,500 level. All right, being at that level, just one sale a month is going to create you that kind of income that's really going to impact a normal family out there. And you start pulling in 2 to 5 of these a month, and that's really life-changing income. That's when you start creating those 5-figure months. That's going to change your life because I know how it feels. It changed mine. It's an amazing feeling. It empowers you. And guess what? This business is attrition free, meaning your success is not affected by the efforts of others. Your success is determined by you going out there using a proven system, getting results, and if your downline does what they're supposed to do, and they should because if they're serious and they put this kind of money on the table, they will. It's going to allow you to make even more money off their efforts. But guess what? It doesn't break your back if they don't duplicate. That's why it's attrition free. Now, understand the earnings disclaimer. There's no guarantees of earnings here. All right? You're going to get out of this what you put into it. I don't know your work ethic. Go out there and do what we teach, and you will see results. When will you get your first sell? I can't say that. All right? You could sell the first day. You could get a sell the first week. You could get a sell 3 weeks later. All right? There's no way of determining that. It's all about you going out there, using the system, doing what you're taught, and being consistent with it. The people that are interested will let themselves be known, follow up with them, and they'll let you know when they're ready. Okay? Understand there are no refunds. All sales are final. That's it. Once you vest yourself in here, there are no refunds for this system. It's very important that you understand the pay plan, and I'm going to explain it to you briefly so you understand it a little bit better. you are allowed to earn up to the level in the program that you're paid into it. So for example, if you're at the $3,500 level, you're allowed to receive sales up to $3,500. Now, if somebody comes in at a level higher than you, what's going to happen? You're going to keep 3,500 of that, but for example, if somebody comes in at 6,500, that other 3,500 is going to roll up to the next person that's qualified to receive it. Now, in order to be qualified for any level, you have to simply pass up that amount before you can earn on that level. Okay? So for example, if you come in at the 3,500, you have to pass up $3,500 in sales to be qualified for that whole amount. Once you do, you're qualified for life. Okay? Now, if you want to upgrade to levels higher than what you're paid in at, for example, if you come in at the $2,000 level and you want to go up to the 35, you have to send your sponsor that $1,500 difference. Okay? They're going to upgrade you to that level, but you still need to qualify as well to be eligible to earn on that whole level. So that means you have to send up 1,500, okay, to be paid into that level, but you also have to send up another 1,500 to qualify for that level. That is why it behooves you when you first join at the level that you can afford, the highest level that you can afford. That's what I meant to say. The higher level you are, the better leverage you have, and the less money you're going to have to pass up in the future. I recommend that you come in no lower than the $3,500 level. Excuse me. Okay, if you take advantage of the 48-hour bonus, you're automatically going to be upgraded to the 6,500, which is it's a really good value. But do what you can afford. Now, understand that this is a digital product-based business. This is not cash gifting. So there's no questions of the business being unethical or whatnot. This is a business that is top tier. You can be proud to promote, and you're actually getting value because the products are really nice. Like I said, professional development, marketing training, depending on what level you come in at. Lastly, you control how you get paid here. This is direct member to member payment. You let people know how you want to get paid. Like for example, I said I accept cashier's checks or direct deposit. All right, do what you want to do. You can get a merchant account. I don't recommend sending cash through the mail. Some people do, but you take a big risk there because there are thieves in the postal system. If you're going to be sending anything, if you can afford it or if it's available, I recommend you using Federal Express. It depends on where you're at in the world. Most of my international members, I personally just accept direct wire deposits because the bank does all the conversions of the currency. Alright, I have a specific account set up just for my big ticket stuff. That way when the money hits the account, I immediately move it to another account. That way no one can really hurt me even though they have that account number, right? See the mindset? Let's be smart. So that's about it. I just wanted to talk to you briefly, understand everything that's behind this program. I want to be completely transparent with you. I believe that's important before you put money on the table. So, appreciate you listening. You should have already watched the webinar by now. This webinar does all the selling and telling. If what we presented here to you doesn't convince you, if it doesn't get you excited, there's nothing that I can say to you that's going to motivate you to join. So if you're interested, you'll call me on the 800 number. Even if you just have questions, feel free to reach out to me. Alright, phone, Skype, fill out the form. I'll call you, I'll talk to you. I'll never ask you to join. I'll never hype this up. But if you have questions, just connect with me. And when you're ready, just let me know when you're ready to get started. So that's about it. Thank you very much for listening. Appreciate your time and have a good day. This is Adam. Bye bye now.